morning, good evening and good afternoon. Took a walk today to Menlo Castle, which you can see behind me, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about how to find a job in Ireland, what I did to find jobs, what jobs I did here, and basically how I started here 4 years ago. The first job I got was as a kitchen porter at Galway Bay Hotel. Now, I got that just by walking around the town. Basically, I walked around town for 4 or 5 days. I gave out, like, not kidding, over 100 CVs. And that they were the first people who called me. Now, to get your first job, if you're not Irish nationality, you need to have a PPS number. I won't talk about that today. I'll just assume you know what that is and how to get that. Walk around the town all day and give out CVs. Plus, I would say the best times to do it would be before 2 p.m. because that's the time when the supervisors and managers are usually in the workplace. So go in, ask are they hiring. Even if they're not, ask can you leave your CV. If they take your CV, definitely ask to speak with a supervisor or a manager. That's the quickest way to do it. Then when you get back to your accommodation, whether that's a hostel or you already have something, just send out as much as you can applications online. Of course, there's loads of web pages you can use. As far as I can see, the most popular one is Indeed and jobs.ie. Everything I'm talking about is pre-pandemic. I'll just assume everything is the same now. I believe job market is recovering and it's pretty easy to find a job now, at least in Galway. What I would notice compared to Croatia is everything is pretty straightforward. If you get invited to an interview, you will talk to whoever is in charge, usually some recruiting officer, or if it's a smaller workplace, then it's just a manager. My tips for that is lie. Now by that, I don't mean plain lying. For example, if you work in retail as I don't know, at a till or something like that, you were probably working with your supervisor or someone 8 hours per day. You know what he does, so you feel free to tell that you work in a supervising position. I don't see why not. That's what I did, and that's how I got more than one job. I did something. I did work in retail actually, yeah. And then at my next job interview, I applied for a retail supervisor. When they asked me, did I do that before? I said yes on my last job because I was watching my supervisor doing it every day for 6 months. I know what he or she does, so I don't see any problem with that. Plus, everyone lies, especially in CVs. I mean, that's common knowledge. So yeah, don't be afraid to lie a little bit. Of course, you can't say you were managing a corporation, but small things, it helps. If you want to work from home or work remotely, which is becoming more and more popular these days, you shouldn't restrict yourself to Irish job site because you're working from home, so you can work for anyone. So there's loads of web pages to check for remote jobs, but the application process is a bit different. You need to keep in mind that most of the big companies that are hiring that way, they will not actually check every application they get. This is where the SEO comes in. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization, and you need to have your CVs and your cover letters optimized for a job that you're applying for. I won't explain what the SEO is. You can Google, you can learn that by yourself, but yeah, you can't and you shouldn't send the same CV and the same cover letter to every job you're applying for. That applies for regular jobs too. You should always customize it a little bit, but especially for remote jobs and work from home jobs, because it just won't work. You will send 100 applications and you'll get 2 answers, and that will be no thank you. Most of what I'm saying should be common sense, but trust me, it doesn't work like that in every country. I won't ramble about Croatia, but yeah, it's not like that everywhere. So just keep a straight face, be brave, be confident, lie, and be persistent, because I was never without a job here more than what was it, maybe a week or 2, I don't know. I quit a job once in a hotel at, I don't know, Wednesday, let's say. I took a walk and just walked into another hotel. An hour later, asked if they're hiring, they were, and I got a job and started working the next day. That's how easy it actually is. I believe Dublin is even easier because there's more demand, but Galway is, yeah, that would be it. If Galway is easy, Dublin should be easier because it's bigger, I guess. I don't know, maybe it doesn't work like that, yeah. Once you pass all of that, you will probably have some training period, and you should not worry because everything is paid here compared to some other places again, let's say. But yeah, your training is paid for, so no worries about that. And don't worry, you can't fuck up that much, so they would let you go. Basically, I never saw it actually. I'm sure you can, but yeah, once you're hired, it's very hard. Fired? What did I say? Yeah, it's hard to get fired here actually, in my experience. I saw morons working jobs they really should not do, and there was no consequences at all. But that may be just that one company. It's called Aramark here in Galway. My god, that was a shithole. But yeah, don't know what else to ramble about. I named the video how to find a job in Ireland, and it didn't do much. It didn't say much, to be honest. But yeah, that's just my experience. It's just very, very easy. So just get out there, start looking, start working, start earning. If you have any experiences, tips, or criticisms, is that a word? If you don't agree with me, just type it in the comments. I would love to see how other people did it and what experiences you had. And that would be it. If you liked this, press the like button. If you didn't, press the dislike one. Definitely press the subscribe one and check my Instagram. That's it. I'll see you in the next one. Go away now.
What's your biggest need? Every hour we spend together, and suddenly the chances are small, just like the lottery. I just hope we could stay together. We wait and see, but the chances are small, just like the lottery.